Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sunday FUNDAY. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, guys, just to let you guys know, we have some mic issues today. So, just try to stay with us. We're going to do our best we can because we got the echo going on. When you have new computers, sometimes you have problems. So, just stay with us as best as you can. So, Mary's going to be on in a second, and Courtney at Y Family Farm is my co host today. Uh, if you guys can, our membership started Zucchini Club and go to Joseph's Journey. A little Joseph Journey update. We had a cardiologist appointment the other day, and it wasn't that good. Um, so if you could say a prayer for him, I appreciate it. His um, it seems like the blood go in and out. One part is at 30%, and that's not good. Uh, His liver and everything else seems really good, but his blood pressure is also like 86 over 66. So for a 13-year-old, that's not good. So that's my son's health issue. We got more stuff going on, and more tests and more stuff like that. But that's oh no, that's for sure. So that's a Joseph's Journey update. Today we have Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Next week we have Dr. Caldwell S. Esselton. His father, go back to my interview, of course, but his father, he was in charge of Medicare. He was a consultant of JFK. He he's a living legend of the plant-based diet, which is really cool. If you just look him up, you'll have millions of views, and we're very happy to have him next week. If you guys could check out Grow Big TV, we start up on Tuesday with Gardner Scott. Then we have Michael Love Farms. And now, who's on Michael Love Farms? Well, we're going to interview Shane and Leo. That's two of the co-owners. And a third owner, well, we could only hope, but that's Jake Plummer from NFL. He's an all-pro NFL quarterback. So if all owners are there, boom, that's just so exciting. And our third interview on Grow Big TV is Kevin Forty, and he's a world record holder of several Guinness Book of World Records to growing the biggest vegetables. So a lot of great stuff's going on, Garden State Gardener and Grow Big TV. So if you guys can subscribe, we start Tuesday. We're also going to be on Gardner Scott's channel on tomorrow, I think 11. Check out Gardner Scott, and Courtney and I will be on there. Let me see, what else do I have? Today we're Mary's. We're going to give out 10 packs of simple starters. It's like five packs of seeds. So we're going to give out 10 of those. So let's welcome in Courtney at Wide Family Farm. How you doing, Courtney? Well, your mic is off. Hold on. There. Can you hear me now?
I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
A lot of crazy things. It's like, oh no.
A little crazy in here. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm so looking forward to Gardner Scott's interview tomorrow. And
I know. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Gardner Scott usually has 100, 200 people, maybe 300 people in this chat. So we're really excited about going on tomorrow. And if one of the mods could put down our channel link, I appreciate that. And put also Mary's Heirloom Seeds, her link out too. So, well, we're going to welcome Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Praying a little bit the sound got fixed, but I don't know if that's going to help. And it's not her fault. And not her fault at all. Well, welcome in Mary's Heirloom Seeds. How you doing, Mary?
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. And guys, we are going to have an echo problem. Just stay with us the best you can, and we'll figure it out along the way. We don't have any headphones, and it happens. It happens. So, what do you have in store for 2024?
So many seeds. For 2024, I added over 60 new varieties to bring our total up to over 900 varieties of heirloom seeds. So I'm super excited.
900. That is awesome. Mary, yeah, you know what? We can't hear you. That's what they said. They barely hear you.
You can't hear me at all, or you can't hear me very well?
It's just very low.
Sorry. I looked at all of the different levels of communication, and I couldn't find a way to make it any louder.
And guys, just to let you know, Mary was in very early to go over if there's any issues, and we just couldn't figure it out. It just so if you guys could just turn up the volume a little bit and let it roll, that's what we're gonna do. But if you guys can hear her a little bit, that's good. Sometimes when it's very low, it makes you listen better. You'll know exactly what's going on.
I'll just have to be louder than normal. How's that?
So, how many new varieties do you have?
Specifically, I have 66 new varieties. I'm very excited about the Mexico midget tomato. It is very similar to the wild Everglades tomato that everyone has asked me about, but the Mexico midget is so prolific. You get hundreds and hundreds of teeny tiny tomatoes on a plant, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, JJ Joby said it's a streaming issue with Android. And Wicked Awesome Gardening here. She said, silly suggestion. Gee, unplug the mic and plug it back in. It usually works for her.
I tried. I focused on medicinal herbs this year. So
Nice.
a lot of people had asked me about what can I grow that not just fruits and vegetables you can get in the store, but medicinal herbs that are very difficult to get. So things like arnica, comfrey, meadow sweet, sweet Annie. These are varieties that everyone's been asking me about and we now have available. So that's a big bonus for 2024.
Big bonus. So I have a question before we start talking about a little bit more about seeds. Watering your plants, right? In the spring, summer, and fall. What do you do differently? Do you do everything the same? Same water structure? Do you change everything because of the heat? More watering when it starts? More watering when, what's your watering structure in the heat?
In the spring here in East Texas, we get lots of rain. In the summer, we get very little rain and it's very, very hot. So we have a lot more water we use in the summertime. And then the fall, it really just depends on how much rain we get. It fluctuates quite a bit up and down. So I just have to work with it.
Nice.
Just trying to work with this. My mind's flying all over the place.
Stop echoing?
I can barely see you guys now after we started.
Oh no. Yeah, I think it's just it's probably just an internet issue in general, and there's nothing we can do to fix it. So we're gonna try and stick with us, guys, while we echo a lot. It'll be okay.
We could do too is we could pre-record another interview with Mary.
Yeah.
And have you guys hear the whole interview without the echo, and you can hear us fine after we figured it out. That might be the best way to go about this for a little while. So just stay with us just a little bit. Stay with us for a little bit.
And if you want, when we pre-record, I can bump the number up of how many seeds we give away. How's that?
That sounds good. Because I really want a good interview. There's so many things we want to ask you and talk to you about. But when you're hearing the echo and all this other stuff, could get aggravating.
Yeah. I'm really curious as to what you have behind you.
Completely understand. Oh, okay. So we talked about keeping it short and sweet, and this might be the best way to kind of put it all together. Behind me here are my 2023 seeds, and these are part of my school garden donation program.
Oh, that's awesome.
My goal is to surpass my previous record of 150. That's 150 school gardens, veterans gardens, elderly programs, nonprofit community gardens, specifically more low income areas that don't have access to fresh food. And I want to send out more than 150 packages, not just seed packs, but packages of seeds to school gardens, nonprofit gardens. So that's what's behind me in 2020. Well, when we switch from 2023 to 2024, this is what I have left over, and this is what gets donated.
Nice.
That is
That's so awesome.
So if you're watching this and you're really, really annoyed by the echo, I'm really sorry. Send me an email if you've got a school garden, and we'll make sure you guys get taken care of.
So because of the echo, what we're going to try to do is have longer answers, because then there's only one voice with everything instead, so there won't be an echo. And thank you, Recyclable Homestead, and thank you everybody for coming in the chat today. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all you guys' support. You guys are awesome. You really are. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Another question. I have all these questions before we talked about seeds a little bit, because I'm just going to let you go talk about all the seeds as long as you can, what you want. Topping pepper plants. Do you do that?
Yes, I do. I prefer to have a bushier pepper plant, tomato plant, maybe not okra, but definitely peppers. I find that I get more harvest with a shorter plant versus letting it grow tall, and then the plant spends more energy growing big and tall than producing peppers.
Okay. Yeah, I always wondered about that because I don't top mine, and but I've had nothing but issues with now. Not hot peppers. We can grow hot peppers all day long. It's the bell peppers and stuff like that that I barely get. I get like maybe 2 per plant. So is cutting the tops off of them, will that make them grow more?
Sometimes, yes. I try not to over prune anything, really. Tomatoes in particular, but peppers, I don't over top them. So some people really go crazy, and you see these sticks, and then they go, oh, but it's going to give you this awesome plant. And that totally works for some people. I get a little nervous over topping them or over pruning something. But generally, if you're not getting enough fruit, it might actually be a nutrient or a soil issue sometimes. It just depends. If your plant is very healthy and you're not seeing a lot of fruit, then topping will definitely help.
Okay, I'm definitely going to have to do that in my garden. Usually every year I just go to a farm and I pick my own peppers, my own bell peppers, because I can't grow them enough. I usually end up having like 4 5-gallon buckets full of peppers when I go to the pick yourself place. So I want to start growing my own, but I can't risk it. I need my peppers. So.
I understand.
So Wicked Awesome Gardening has a question. Do you see it in the chat?
She says, just hot peppers or do top bell peppers? Topping bells has been controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? I top both hot peppers and sweet peppers. Again, I don't over prune, but I do top and do a little bit of pruning here and there.
And thank you, Recyclable Homestead, for the membership gift. I appreciate that. So there's a question. Where do you live?
So We are located in Ben Wheeler, Texas. It is a tiny, tiny town in East Texas. I absolutely adore this town. We are, if you know anything about Texas, we are about an hour east of Dallas and a little bit south, and we are about 100 miles from the Louisiana border.
Okay.
Thank you. Um, do you have a lot of problems with the heat when you're growing in a change of climates?
Well, considering I started growing in Southern California, and I've also grown in South Florida, where it's just different.
Yeah.
120 degrees in Texas is a lot different than 120 degrees in Florida. So it's just different. I like that I have the experience of the different climates, and I struggle. I'm not going to lie and say, oh, it's no problem, because when it's 110, 120 degrees in the summertime, our plants struggle, our animals struggle, and I personally struggle in the heat. But
Yeah.
by choosing certain varieties that grow better in our area and working with healthier soil that retains the water, it's generally not as difficult if you plan ahead.
Um, do you listen to music when you garden, or do you listen to the birds and nature out there?
No music. I listen to everything that's out here. We, I've grown in the city, and I've grown in semi-rural, and now that we're out in what I would consider, from what I was raised, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. It's amazing out here. We hear the birds and the squirrels and my rooster and my hens and the I have forest chickens. I hear them when I'm in the garden. So I just like to listen to everything that's going on around in the garden, and I don't usually listen to music.
It is so peaceful. That's what gardening is about in nature. But I know gardeners that blast the music, go nuts with it, garden. Hardcore gardening. That's what I call it.
What was your favorite thing that you grew this year?
Oh goodness. There were so many things that I grew this year that were different than normal. What did I grow this year that I liked the best? So I grew a new okra that I wouldn't say is my favorite, but is a new one that will be in my garden all the time. And that is the white velvet okra. It's just different. It's not my favorite because I didn't grow up eating okra, so I wouldn't say it's like I have to grow that in my garden. Um, my favorite this year is the Japanese black trifle tomato. It is sweeter than a Cherokee purple tomato, which is my all-time favorite, and I would have to say that the Japanese black trifle is now in the running for possibly my favorite tomato of the season.
I'm gonna have to try that because my husband loves Cherokee Purple. It's his absolute favorite, and mainly because it doesn't have that nasty core in the center. He hates that tomato core, and usually Cherokee Purples don't have it. But every one that he has grown,
Yeah.
he has swear it's not a true Cherokee Purple because they have the core and they're smaller. So he thinks that the seeds are getting mixed up somehow. I don't know. But I would definitely like to try that Japanese one because maybe that might be his next favorite.
I love Japanese trifle. I grown it. Absolutely love the taste on it. Great any which way you put in salad, sandwiches, whatever. It's one of my favorites. That and vintage wine. I love vintage wine. What else do you have new for tomatoes for seeds?
Oh my gosh. So my list has grown over 90 varieties. So there's a lot. There and back to the Cherokee purple. Uh, we did a taste test of my Cherokee purples and my Japanese black trifle, and my husband said hands down the Japanese black trifle is now his favorite. So
Yeah, I'm writing that down.
that's saying something because he was actually asking. Yeah, I'm writing that down. Yeah, he was asking for more tomatoes, and he likes tomatoes, but he's not like, hey, can I have some more? So the green zebra is super tangy, and if you're making a tomato tray with some basil and some cheese, it adds a little extra zest to your plate, but it also adds a lot of color, which I really like. The azoichka tomato was really good, and it's not super acidic.
Nice.
So when Mary's talking, I'm just going down some of her tomato seeds.
Sir, the azoichka I mentioned was a newer one here, and compared to say like an Amana's orange, it wasn't as acidic, so it had a little more of a mellow flavor to it. If you like that in a tomato, there it is.
Nice.
Right here. Yep. I love the black cherry, even though they're all over the place. Black cherry is one of my favorite cherries. Black plum.
The
How's
Foster's Early Bush is a new one. The black plum is a paste. It's a good one if you want a paste tomato. I prefer a red variety for a paste tomato. Not that I don't like that one, but I prefer in a paste. I prefer a San Marzano.
Yeah.
how about the blonde blanco fishing? I can never pronounce it. The blonde tomato.
I can't either. I think it means blonde girl or little blonde girl. It's a great one if you want a small yellow tomato, and it's got a nice bite to it.
Calypso tomato is very good. I enjoy that.
That one's new for this year. I love that one as well, and it's hot. Sorry, it's good for hot areas. So hot tolerant. If you live in an area like Texas, it's a really good one for you.
Nice.
What's the difference in taste between a carbon tomato and a black crim tomato?
The carbone tomato I feel is a little sweeter, and I believe the black crim, if I'm remembering correctly, had a more of a flavoring like a Cherokee purple.
Okay.
Not the same, but similar.
There's your Cherokee purple. Now
Nice.
I know you're a friend of you're a big fan of the yellow pear tomato. What do you think of the chocolate pear tomato?
Oh yes. I still prefer the yellow pear. The chocolate pear is good, but as far as production is concerned, the yellow pear outperforms every single one of the pear tomatoes I carry.
Yeah, you definitely got a lot of new tomatoes here.
I harvested. I did. I went tomato crazy. One year I harvested a big old bowl just of extra free food from my yellow pears because I let one just go crazy.
I know the yellow pear is like prolific because I have it in my garden now. Every year it pops up. It volunteers itself.
Yep. I'm always surprised when I get people complain and they say it's what do they say? It's invasive. And I'm like, it's not invasive. It loves your garden.
Yeah.
We don't. Cliff from Fox and Outdoors. We don't have an open page open.
No. Sorry, guys. We are having an audio issue. It's not fixable. So just stick with us.
Well, this is a very interesting tomato, the Georgia streak tomato.
I will have those back. My seeds are currently drying as we speak, and then we do a germination test, and then I should have them back in about 2 weeks. It's got a really interesting look to it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It almost looks like a pineapple. Like a pineapple tomato a little bit. It kind of has those streaks in it.
Similar to the pineapple. Yep.
It's amazing how Granny Contrell's German tomato is all over the place for seeds now. 5 years ago, you barely could find it. Now they're in every single catalog. What do you think of the Great White Tomato?
I'm not a huge fan of white tomatoes, but I don't feel like some of them have as much flavor than others. But that might just be me, only because I like more color on my plate sometimes, like the greens and the yellows and the purples. Some of them have a lot more tang to them than others, and some of them are sweeter. I prefer a sweeter tomato than a tangy tomato.
I love the hill. I love the when you have the yellow and red and all the mixed colors. I absolutely like the hillbilly tomato. Absolutely love it. And they're huge. They're big.
Yes.
Now, the health. Can you talk about the health benefits of the indigo rose and a blend of that tomato?
So I'm going to kill the pronunciation if I try, so I just won't. There is a component in the more purple tomatoes that have higher antioxidants than others.
Anthocyanin.
The blues and anthocyanin. Thank you. I butcher it every time.
I do too.
I know it starts.
I'm not even trying.
So they are higher in antioxidants and cancer fighting. So that's a plus, and that's not something that's just something that's made up. It's something that they've actually determined. So that's why a lot of people are more into the purples and the blues than some of the reds. Just like purple sweet potatoes, purple potatoes, purple carrots. It's that purple coloring that has that extra nutrient in it. That
purple sweet potatoes.
Has a little more health
Yeah.
benefits than some of the others.
All that stuff that's purple is really good for you.
They're so good.
All that stuff that's purple is really good for you.
Yeah.
So, Mary, Wanda Moses said in the chat, does the white tomato have much flavor? Or is it bland?
It does. Or is it bland? No, it's not bland. It's just, I'm a very visual person. So when I see a big plate, I like all of the colors. So I'll do smaller, like the white, not the great white, but the white cherry tomato, because I like cherry tomatoes, and I like them smaller than that. But the great white tomato, if I remember correctly, is a little more tart and less sweet than some of the other varieties. So it's just different. Everybody has their own preference in a tomato. Some people are very passionate about their tomatoes, so it just depends on what you like.
And here's the black trifle Mary's talking about before, and the Mexico midget.
I'm sorry, but that name just cracks me up. I tried so hard to be professional and not laugh when you were talking about it. I couldn't help it.
So we were
I laugh at the semen tomato.
Good Lord.
So my friend my friend works with me in the seed shop, and she says we're just going like non-PC this year because we have the Mexico midget tomato and we have the Minnesota midget melon.
Oh.
And she's like, somebody's gonna get offended. And I said, well, I'm 5 feet tall. Like I'm short myself. So if they want to start making short jokes, like I can get started with that. So it's okay.
I'm only 5 foot.
We also
as
have
well.
the Peter Peppers. So
I'm only 5 foot as well.
Technically I'm 5'3", but my friend is significantly taller than I am. So in the seed shop, I'm always asking her, like, can you get that from the top shelf for me? And I'm the shortest one in here.
Look at that. I seen a tomato I never heard of before. Oh my God, this is awesome. And I can't pronounce it either.
Speaking of not being able to pronounce it, I call that the Q tomato.
Perfect.
Nice.
It is one of the shortest maturing tomatoes I carry. If you live in a cool season area with a very short growing season, that is the best.
Okay, so I want your opinion.
Here we are.
This year I grew the lychee tomato. And it was a complete disappointment. Now we had, not only was it a disappointment, but we had thorns everywhere and we had to rip them out because they were just, it was horrible. What is your opinion on the lychee tomato? And was there something that I did? Was my soil not good? Or, I mean, it's supposed to be the sweetest tomato ever. It wasn't.
That is one that I've never grown. So, but I do know of it. If your plant, I don't think it's supposed to have thorns. Now, you said like thorns, like spiky?
Oh yeah, all over it and all over the shell on the outside.
Okay, so you have me stumped now because I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't think it's supposed to have thorns on it. So I don't know if maybe it was the plant just got crazy, or if it was just I don't know. That's definitely an interesting thing because I have had some weird tomatoes, but I've never had some with thorns on it. I have had eggplants with thorns. And
yeah.
That sometimes is normal, but I've never had a tomato with thorns.
Yeah, my husband, like, I made him rip them out because he wanted to grow them so bad. And so he was using gloves, like really thick gloves to pull them out because the thorns, it was treacherous. It really was.
So Doris tried the atomic grape tomato. They stay firm and they seem not to ripen. And I had the same problem with atomic grape tomatoes. I believe it's the texture it is anyway. So what do you think about that question?
That might actually be a common thing with that particular tomato because between you two, you're not the first time I've heard that they had issues with it not ripening. And maybe it's supposed to be that way, or maybe it just didn't develop properly. But this year in particular, I did hear quite a few people saying that they just didn't ripen fully.
I think it's hard for people.
I'm not sure if this year was just. I think it's hard for people
because it's rainbowed in color. So they don't know when to pick it. And then it's a really fragile tomato. So you have to be careful because after it rains, they will split.
Right. It's kind of like a green tomato. You don't really know exactly when to harvest it. So maybe you harvest it early and maybe it's still firm. Whereas, obviously with a purple tomato, it's green and then it's purple and then now you know that it's ripe. So usually what I recommend, if you harvest a tomato and it's not fully ripe, go ahead and either leave it on a kitchen counter, or put it in a paper bag and lay it flat. And generally it can ripen a little more once you do that. Don't
Denise
refrigerate
Porter.
it, whatever you do.
Denise Porter has a question. Which tomatoes do you recommend for salsas? Is it like the San Marzano, or is there something else to recommend for salsas?
Hi, Mom. I would highly recommend the San Marzano paste tomato. It is a determinate variety, which means a determinate variety generally produces everything all at once, and then you can harvest everything, you can make your sauce, and you're good. Whereas an indeterminate tomato will ripen throughout the entire season. And if you're a sauce person, if you really like to make sauce like I do, the San Marzano paste is probably the best.
Yeah.
So I just went to your Heirloom peppers, and
Okay.
now what do you? What's your highest selling pepper plants? Hot and sweet.
The Anaheim and the Ancho Poblano there are both the most popular mild tomato. They are perfect for salsas, perfect for stir fries, and if you don't like spice, like hot stuff, they're really good. They have a little bit of a lot of flavor without a lot of heat. I'd say the hottest one that is the most popular, we've got a Ghost, but it's not a super big seller. The yellow Scotch bonnet is probably the biggest seller as far as the hottest.
I do like the way ghost peppers taste. However, I don't want all that heat. I like the way it has a really good flavor. I just don't want it so hot it's burning my tongue and lips and everything else.
Do you
Right.
do you see more people buying the baby bell peppers?
So I have a handful of people that like to do what they call miniature gardens. So they go for the mini peppers, the mini tomatoes, the mini eggplant, and even the mini cucumber. And so yes, I do see those, and they're especially great as a snack or as a stuffing pepper.
Yeah, I grew the mini bells one year. It wasn't. I wasn't that impressed with them, only for the fact that I had to keep picking them, and I didn't know what to do with them because they were so small.
Sure.
I see a lot more people around here buying them because they put them in their kids' lunch, and they eat them at lunch. So that's been the more common thing, just to snack on. Oh, you got the Peter Pepper.
Of course.
I never had it before we grew it. Are they hot?
Chili pepper. Yes. They're not as hot as a habanero, but they're hotter than a jalapeno.
Oh, okay.
That's the Peter Pepper. Imagine growing that in the front yard.
So I have a growing list of varieties that are fun. So on top of that one, you also have the elephant head amaranth.
Oh, I
Oh.
love that. It's so
also looks like
beautiful.
your plant is.
Oh, I love that. It's so
It
beautiful.
is. It's edible. It's beautiful. And it looks like you're giving your neighbor the finger. So one of my listeners planted it along her entire back side of her garden, and that was what she did. But I will say this: it has also helped her with pest control. So she
Yeah.
had a massive infestation in an area. She threw some of those elephant head amaranth at it. Now, I don't have a problem necessarily with my amaranth plants, but she just let the pests have fun with her amaranth, and they completely ignored the rest of her garden.
Yeah,
So
I've heard about that
for her, it
before, that
worked
it
really well.
works as a natural pesticide. Yeah, I've heard about that before, that it works as a natural pesticide.
It does. Yeah, so you can see that I grew in my garden, and you've got the leaves. You can see some of them have a little munch holes on them, but not a lot. And they're very prolific. So you can eat those leaves as they're smaller, but the seed production on those is fantastic.
Oh, look at that picture.
I just think they're really pretty, and as fog comes on, they're just a really pretty fall color. Like,
They are.
I just think they're really cool. What do you make with amaranth, though? Like, how do you use it?
I use amaranth the same way I would use rice or quinoa, but the cooking is slightly different. So, for example, if you know how to cook rice, usually it's I don't cook it a lot, but I think it's say 2 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. Whereas
Okay.
when you're cooking quinoa or amaranth, it's a 1 cup to 1 cup or half cup to half cup. So you
That's
can
really
cook it just
interesting.
like you would quinoa, which is the same recipe, or you can pop amaranth like popcorn. You can grind it to make flour, which I don't grind it to make flour. I prefer it just like cooking it. It is a gluten-free grain. So for people
Nice.
that like stuff that are naturally gluten-free, it's a bonus for them.
I
Now,
grew
like
the
anything
Love
else with any
Lies
crop,
Bleeding one
you
year,
eat the
but I didn't
leaves
get
and you
enough
get
of
the
it.
seeds. Right. It is a beautiful one. Now for leaf production, I prefer red garnet amaranth. It's much better, bigger leaves and better leaf production.
Nice. Yeah, we do have an echo. Sorry, Chris is clever craft. We're just dealing with it.
So, Mary, how about the African horn cucumber?
That is a fun one. It's also called a jelly melon. So it's not your typical cucumber. It's more eaten for the jelly on the inside.
Okay. What's your best disease-resistant cucumber?
I would have to say two. The Armenian cucumber and the Suyo long cucumber. They are both fantastic. Now, I will say this. The Armenian cucumber is actually technically a melon and not a cucumber, but it's listed under cucumbers because it's called the Armenian cucumber. Um, but both of them are disease resistant and heat tolerant, better than I've seen on any cucumber. Both of them can grow very large and long without getting bitter. And the biggest complaint I get from people is my cucumbers are bitter. What did I do wrong? And oftentimes it can be heat, water, or just you let it grow too big and it got
Yeah.
bitter. So both of those are great. I love them both.
Cucumber is my favorite vegetable. I want it right now so bad because we're talking about it.
And that suyo long is very sweet for a cucumber. So if you like a non-bitter, more sweet flavor, I have to say that has to go on your grow list next year.
Hmm. My mind's starting to go around in circles right now. I'm like, wow, that's a good competition cucumber. I wonder how long you really grow that.
I had a customer grow the Armenian cucumber. She sent me a picture, and it was longer than her shoulder to her waist. So, if you want a competition, that Armenian cucumber might be one to try.
Interesting. Now tell us about your pumpkin competition.
Oh, that is super fun. So it's still going on. We finish up on the 15th of November. We did a grow the biggest pumpkin and grow the biggest watermelon competition. And so you didn't even really have to grow a 2,000-pound pumpkin. You just had to grow something from our seeds and then send me the pictures of it. We've got the biggest and we've got the funkiest shaped. And then just for entering, we've got some prizes as well. So it's been fun seeing people's different pumpkins in their gardens.
I had fun growing the Boston Marrow this year. I forget how big our biggest one was, but it was huge. I haven't harvested. I haven't ate it yet. I'm still waiting on that. Probably Thanksgiving. I'm going to make it into some kind of casserole.
Perfect.
Now, for the pumpkin, did most people use the Dill's Atlantic?
I had a mix of pumpkins. So the Jarhadale was one, the Dill's Big Atlantic, and then the Big Max was the third.
And did you have like
that they?
Did you have like?
I just saw that the biggest pumpkin reached a new Guinness Book of World Records. It was the same guy that won last year, I believe, and he bumped up his record a couple pounds from the year before. It's crazy how big these things get.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Well, just look at zucchinis. How fast they get so big. You go out one day, you're like, I'll wait one more day, and all of a sudden you go 2 days, and it's like, it's a huge bat.
The warty pumpkins are my favorite. I don't think I would eat them, but I love the warty pumpkins. They're my favorite. Super cool.
I think my favorite pumpkin so far is that Jarhadale. I just like the weird colors.
Yeah.
That one and the red warty that you mentioned is fun because it's funky. It's something different. If you go to the store, you can get the orange pumpkins, but the red warty and like the triangle, the Queensland blue, all of those are so much more unique.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Ute Indian squash. That's a winter squash, but still. They're all great varieties, and you can use a lot of them interchangeably, just like you would, the orange pumpkins you can get from the store.
A lot of times people don't use pumpkin when making pumpkin pie. They use a squash because they're a little sweeter. So if you use a squash or decorate in squash one year, it's not as odd. I mean, you can still use a squash for your decorative purposes.
Just to let you guys know, when you go to Mary's site to buy seeds, and she has combo packs here, which we're going to give away a couple today. But there's a whole bunch of combos you could buy, so you save a couple dollars. So, Mary, can you talk a little bit about your combo packages?
Sorry.
Sure. I have a discount code. It's posted on the main page. It's Seed Combo 23, and all of these you'll save 10% off if you use that code. But all of the seed combos I've put together that are kind of they kind of fit together, or they're just something unique. So I've got medicinal herbs. I've got one that's just basil, like you see on the very top. I have some that are I special requests. So I have two Texas specific, and not that you have to be in Texas to grow them, but there are specific varieties that grow well in the heat. I've got Florida varieties. I've got a Pacific Northwest, so one that might grow better in a shorter season. I've got container gardens. So for people that have a small space or that are growing in containers, those are specific to those areas. And then I've got a lot of gift packs. So I have a lot of people that say, "Hey, I don't grow anything, but my sister does, or my mom does, or my aunt does, and I don't know what to buy them." So we have a lot of different options there that you can try and figure out what might work best for your garden.
Yeah, we got sweet potato fudge out here. People say they love using the squashes for pies. We got a whole squash conversation in the side chat.
Sorry, I'm missing that side chat.
Yeah. So am I. So am I.
Sorry. So for those of you discussing the squash instead of pumpkin, the blue Hubbard squash, back on the pages, you see me holding it. Every time I post it, somebody says it looks like you're holding a gigantic frozen turkey. But it is a gigantic winter squash, and it is a fantastic variety to use for pumpkins, for pumpkin pie, or any kind of squash that you're looking for. And it grows massive, and it stores very well. So if you're looking for a food storage squash, it's an excellent variety.
And it's very good. It tastes good and everything.
There it is. It is sweet. So you mentioned that a lot of people use winter squash because it's sweet. It is excellent. The flavor is good. It's not super. The consistency isn't mealy. It'll give you a nice smooth consistency depending on what you're looking for.
Okay.
Mary, what is your favorite vegetables?
Tomatoes, number 1, and zucchini, number 2. I'm kind of easy. Like they're fairly easy varieties to not just to grow, but also to eat. So I like a super fresh tomato, and I love zucchini bread. I love zucchini fritters. I love bacon wrapped zucchini. Like I could eat zucchini with every single meal and not get sick of it.
This year I had zucchini like you wouldn't believe. I was like, when is this thing gonna die? It was all over the place.
Have either of you grown tromboncino? Have either of you grown tromboncino squash?
No, but I got the seeds from you. I know that. Whoop. That is huge. That is long.
It holds up better than any zucchini. So if you ever saute a zucchini and sometimes the inside gets a little mushy, try the tromboncino squash. It holds its consistency. So if you want to grill it, it's great.
Thank you, Recyclable Homestead. I appreciate it. Thank you. This is going to be so much better when we have no echo.
Well, I feel bad. I mean, I giggle a little bit and I talk a lot. And so when I hear myself on echo, I'm like, like no.
Yeah, my friend Juby, that's what she grew. So she showed me some pictures this year when she was growing it. It was massive. It was so long. It was funny when you see a a young kid holding it, and it's a smile on her face, and yeah, that was awesome. It makes me so happy when you see other people grow foods and you see the big happy on their face, like I did that, I did that. Love it. Um, yeah. Sorry if I didn't say hi to everybody because that was the plan today to say hi to everybody in the chat because I always like that. But it has to wait till next week.
It's so
Mary,
funny you are talking about the Hubbard squash because the guy who invented the Hubbard squash settled in my town. His name was Bella Hubbard, and he basically spread his seeds around. He also established a small town in Florida as well. So I think it's kind of funny that um, it kind of is a big squash, with people, and it's kind of funny.
if you have any questions in the chat, please put them up now. Just make sure they're all in caps so Mary can answer them the best we can. So I'm just looking to see if we missed any questions, Mary.
Okay. The candy roaster, while we look, is another good one. So if you haven't grown the North Georgia candy roaster, a customer sent me a video of a wheelbarrow full of these massive, they were about 14 to 15, maybe longer, squash, and they looked beautiful. So that's another one that her husband was standing in the garden and the plants were almost as tall as he was. They just spread everywhere.
Sorry if you can hear my dog. She's whining. I apologize.
Oh.
So,
All right. The question is, do you have any super small vegetables? So it depends on if you're looking at in the plant size or the actual fruit size. So for plant size, well, for both actually, I have an answer for that. But the container garden seed combo packs that I have, both of them are specific varieties that grow smaller. So like a bush squash, maybe a white scallop squash is going to be a smaller crop. The Turkish orange eggplant, very, very small eggplant, and the plant itself doesn't grow super tall. I don't know if you've ever grown eggplant, but I've had my eggplants grow almost as tall as me. So the Turkish orange and the Petch Siam are both very small. The miniature white eggplant, I'm sorry, miniature white cucumber, sorry about that. And then the Mexican sour gherkin, which is also called a cucamelon. Those are teeny, and they look like a baby watermelon. So just a handful off the top of my head. Not only are they smaller in size for the plant, but also size for the crop. The Czech bush tomato, if you're looking for a short tomato, that is a very small one. So those are a couple small ones that might work for you.
Mary, did you think about getting dwarf tomatoes or micro tomatoes?
I want to, but most of them are they're not necessarily an heirloom, and I do try
Right.
to stick to something that's a little older. I've grown them myself. I just don't necessarily sell the seeds. I
Right.
would love to, but just not quite yet. Wicked Awesome Gardening says, jumping back to peppers, what is the best combination for a great paprika? I really like the Hungarian paprika pepper, and I don't have it in stock now. It's just something that I'm really struggling to get going to where I get enough seeds that I can share and not just have enough seeds for next season. It was a weird year for peppers here this year, so. Asking for a windowsill garden. Got ya. So windowsill gardens are fantastic, and you might consider starting with herbs and leafy greens. So Tom Thumb is hands down the best green for a very small area for your windowsill. They grow smaller than the palm of your hand, and you can plant an entire container and just have a ton of greens. And you just harvest it 40 days, plant some more seeds, and harvest some more. So I highly recommend the Tom Thumb lettuce.
Now, how about growing lettuce in the heat? What kind of variety do you like to use?
Some of them, I just go, you're going to have to wait until it gets cooler. But there are some that are a little better. So providing a shade cloth is really helpful for a leafy green lettuce, because at some point at 100 degrees, it's bolting no matter what. But there are some that are better, like Jericho lettuce specifically is more heat tolerant. Summer bib lettuce is more heat tolerant. And then if you want something that's not a leafy green, I would say rainbow Swiss chard, lacinato kale, and some of the collard greens like Georgia green collards. All of those are more heat tolerant than others.
Yeah. So we're still getting a huge echo, Mary. So we're gonna redo this at another time.
Sorry, guys.
And I know I just know this interview could be awesome because Mary's awesome, and I just want it to be done right for Mary, because Mary works her butt off with her company. Right now, she works, it's pretty much 24/7 getting seeds and packets, this and that, and this and that, and getting everything out. Everybody wants their 2024 seeds. I just want to do right by Mary because she deserves the best. And so we're going to have that other interview to make it work for you. You know, that's very important to me.
Okay.
So we are going to give out. We'll give out five things to seeds today. We'll give out the others some other time. Does that work out good? What do you want to do?
Out 10 today, if you don't mind. I don't. What do you want to do? Let's do all 10, and I'll do another 10 next time.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds good. Okay, so it's going to be the starter pack. So, well, let me see. Let me see if I get the starter pack.
I'm excited.
Let me show you guys the starter pack. It's 5 packs of seeds in the in this starter set. Seed combo packs. And you get the yellow pear tomato, which is one of what Mary was talking about before. There was a cucumber in there. I'm trying to find it.
It's on the second page. It's called the Simple Starter Combo, I think.
There it is.
Ooh, look what we got in there. A Boston pickling cucumbers. Yummy. They don't even get to pick one. I'd just eat them.
Grand Rapids lettuce is great, and you get a radish, and you get the white scallop squash, and a tomato. So that's awesome. These all grow great for you. And so thank you so much, Mary, for doing that. So we're going to, hopefully everybody's in the chat. You got to be in the chat to win. So let's get down to the wheel. Let's see who's going to win these seeds. Make sure you guys email me ASAP so I get all information out to Mary. Well, I got to, just give me 1 second. Okay, so here's the wheel. Do you guys see the wheel on your side? Okay, let me hide this. Well, let me shuffle. I got to shuffle. So if you are a member, you get extra chances on the wheel. By leaving a comment, you get also put on the wheel. The registration video goes out each week. And let's let it roll. Let's go. First winner. Good luck to all the winners. Thank you so much, Mary. Congratulations to Doris Artman. You're the first winner for 5 packs of Mary's seeds. This is awesome. And so we got to look for see if Mary's in, if Doris is in the chat. She was in the chat before. So we're going to go see who the second winner is. Thank you so much, Mary, for doing this. This is awesome. There she is. Doris is in the chat. So we got one winner. Second winner is G Mama Grows. So congratulations to G Mama Grows. Third winner. Got a look at Polka. So we look for G Mama Grows. Scotty Too Hottie.
I'm sorry.
Isn't that the greatest name? Where's Scotty Too Hottie? Oh, and Granny Square. I don't think she is here. She's actually from Africa. So we got to do that one over anyway. Keep it wrong. Let's keep it wrong. She's been a subscriber in my channel for a while. A member of my channel for a while. Congratulations to Greg Bryson. Greg's Joseph's Journey member. Congratulations to all the winners today. Froggy. I don't know if Froggy's here, but if she's here, congratulations. They got to be in the chat to win. That's one of the rules we always have. I could imagine what the echo sounds with the polka. Purple T-Bear. I believe Purple T-Bear is in the chat. Couple more, Mary. Couple more hanging there.
I have not seen them in chat.
Lisa. We'll do 3 more, then we'll stop. Got a lot of this stuff to give away a little bit later. Idaho Garden Girl. She has an impressive garden. Two more. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. I can't even imagine what it sounds like with echo right now. The Polish echo. Ooh, Froggy won again. Okay, I don't see that Froggy's here. Idaho Garden Girl's here. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. I got Idaho Garden Girl. Greg Bryson is here. Susan Goulet.
I have not seen her this evening.
There's no echo on the wheel. No way. Okay, we'll come back for a little bit of doing this again. So the people that have won that are here is Doris Artman, Greg Bryson, Idaho Garden Girl. So that's the 3 winners I see so far in the chat. So yeah. So Mary, thank you so much for coming on, and we're gonna have another interview. We're really gonna make this work, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. We just got to figure out, get together and do it. So, anything you guys want to say?
Well, thank you, Mary, for coming on with us, and I always loved you from the very beginning. So, thank you for coming on and giving us your extensive knowledge on seeds, because you know so much, and it's so great to pick your brain on certain things. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And if anybody has any questions that I didn't answer, you can always send me an email. My email is mary@marysheirloomseeds.com, and I actually answer my own email. So if you've got questions I didn't answer, you can always hit me up, and I'll try and help you.
Well, thank you so much, Mary, and I really appreciate you coming on. I know it's a really tough time, and yeah, I appreciate everything you do. You teach so much that everybody should be glancing at you, checking you out on Facebook, on your pages, and all those seeds this year. That's extra work. Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for having
Bye,
me.
Mary.
I'll sign off and let you guys finish up. Bye, Mary.
Thank you so much, Mary. Bye.
She is awesome.
She is awesome. She is great. I love her. And I mean, anybody that does a seed company around or to come on and do a live, that's all. That's amazing.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Because all the only time you have is sleep. So I really appreciate her coming on and just 10 things of seeds like that. Boom. I mean, that's amazing.
Susan came in. She's here.
Okay, so I got Doris Artman, I got Greg Bryson, Purple Tea Bear, Idaho Garden Girl, and Susan Goulet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see Lisa a Lazy Days Ahead.
No.
Scotty Too Hottie.
I love that name. That's funny.
Froggy, Granny Square, and G Mama Grows. So that's who's not here.
I thought I saw G Mama in here earlier.
Yeah.
Not in here right now.
So guys, if you guys if one of the mods could put down a link for our channel, Grow Big TV, I really appreciate it. We have 162 subs right now.
Yeah, I can't believe it. And we haven't even really did any videos yet. I'm like, a massive pour from the community supporting us. I really appreciate it. That's freaking awesome. So, and
yeah, we're starting to. The channel's going to grow, and it's going to be so much different. You guys just got to stay with us. Time wise for me is very limited. Time wise for Courtney is very limited.
It's very limited.
But we have a plan that it's going to be very special. The interviews we have. Not many people have.
No.
We're about mushrooms. Who talks about mushrooms?
I'm so excited. I really love to talk about mushrooms. I cannot wait for that interview. I am so excited. It's going to be so cool. Can't wait.
There we go. I took the thing down. Finally. People be complaining. I just like zeroed in. Thank you guys. I'm sorry.
These mushroom people that are coming in, they're going to be talking about the benefits of mushrooms, and it's going to be great. I can't wait.
And we expect 2 owners on. And if Jake Plummer comes on, guys, you're talking about NFL quarterback, an all-pro NFL quarterback.
Yep.
And he's one of the, boom. And then the next week after that, he got Kevin. Oh my God, I almost forgot his name. Kevin Forney, I think his name is. I mean, oh my God, guys,
The
you got to
list.
see some of these pictures. Some of these pictures are absolutely crazy.
Okay, so Tuesday we're doing Gardner Scott, and for you
Right.
guys that don't know, at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're going to be on Gardner Scott's show promoting Grow Big TV. So I'm super excited about that. And so check him out, as well as check us out when we're going to be having him on Grow Big TV as well. So, yay!
Check this out.
Look at that sucker. Is that a Zucca gourd?
I don't know what it is. But he's the world record holder. So, I mean, the guests that we have coming on both channels are absolutely amazing. And wow, I couldn't be happier. And I couldn't be happier to have Courtney as my host, my partner in crime, and everything we're doing, because we're really going to be putting a lot of work into doing this. It's not going to be like, it's so much different in our channels that we're trying to make time for different things, you know, because you got to be different. Everybody copies each other. We don't want to copy. We want to do stuff that's new. And the competitions we're going to have with that. I mean, geez. How many times I can make an expression? Huge.
Huge. It's going to be great.
It's going to be, so exciting. So, Courtney, I'm going to do some other stuff here to give off.
Okay.
You can stay on or get off, because I know you're very busy and you have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah. Fred has to go to bed. So
guys, just check us out on Gardner Scott's channel tomorrow. So we're going to be on his channel.
Yep.
And
I'm kind of nervous because I didn't to be honest, I didn't realize how many subscribers he has. And I was like, I'll go on there, and I'm like, I'm gonna be on his show, and he has like so many subscribers. But it's good. But I'm just like nervous, because of that. But it's gonna be good. I can't wait. But I'm nervous at the same time. But,
I'm ready to roll. Let's go. All right. Well, thank you so much.
I'll see y'all soon, and see you tomorrow morning on Gardner Scott, and then we'll see you Tuesday with Gardner Scott on Grow Big TV, and I'm out of here. Bye, y'all.
Take care, Courtney. Okay. Well, I don't think we have an echo. Hey, look, guys, I had a complaint today in my registration video. Why is the Halloween stuff up? Well, let's just move it up 2 steps ahead so I don't have to move anything. I got Christmas stuff going on. So what if look, here's a little Thanksgiving stuff. Boom. Anyway, guys, we are super, super, super excited. And subscribe to White Family Farm too. And please share these out. I'm telling you guys, when you guys share stuff out, your name gets out there at the same time, because everything goes in a cycle in a computer, and that's how it generates. So the more your name gets out there somewhere, even if you're sharing your friends' channels, it helps tremendously. It helps grow you, me, and the community. I don't want to put something in, it comes up war, because everybody's sharing war stuff, what you see on social media. Let's get gardening stuff shared out all over the place. If you want stuff shared out, that's what you do. Tomorrow, Pierogi Monday. So do not forget about Pierogi Monday. So we had 5 winners from Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Let's see if we can do another 5. Then we got a lot of other stuff to give out, which is pretty cool. We got 3 things of this yarn, 3 things of this yarn. Let me put that over here. Then we got Farmer's Almanac 2024. We're giving that away. We'll give away the Christmas ornament stuff. So there's some ornaments. Now, we had a problem with the ornaments, because with the Christmas ornaments that we did was supposed to be instead of Secret Santa, it was supposed to be ornaments. Well, nobody actually read the instructions, so a lot of people commented on the video, but I'm not really sure who's going to it. So I'm just going to say we're not going to do the ornament exchange. There's 2 people that asked, and there's, I don't know, 20 people that I was confused. And so we're just not going to do a Christmas ornament exchange. So, yeah, thank you, Jen. Yeah, Pierogi Monday tomorrow. So we have Make It Wayne tomorrow night, which is Batman. And he's the one responsible for me getting this hot pepper madness. Let's see. So let me just get my paperwork done here to the side. And tomorrow we're going to give out some pucker butt hot peppers. We also aligned ourselves with My Gardener. That's the seeds and stuff we're giving out on Grow Big TV. It's all going to be My Gardener seeds. So we had some kind of partnership there. And we're also going to be partner up with Ed Curry at Pucker Butt. So we're just waiting for getting the final paperwork done. But that looks like it's going to be a done deal. So Pucker Butt and My Gardener seeds. And I'm also looking at another company. I don't want to say it right now until it comes a little more final. But a lot of good stuff's happening. A lot of good partnerships. And that's what we want to be involved with. Okay, let me get to the wheel. Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Go check out Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Let's give out. We'll go 5 more winners. We'll give out the others. We'll end the night. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Susan Goulet. She won twice. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations, Susan Goulet. Big winner of the night. Big winner. Susan's still in the chat. Thank you so much for Cyclable Homestead for all those gift memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for giving those out and becoming a member. It's really good to see you. Doris Armand, what is this going on? Double winners, double winners. So congratulations to Doris Hartman. You're a double winner. Congratulations. Let me go back to hiding this. Let me shuffle a little bit. I'm shuffling. Who's going to be the winner now? Okay, here we go. Let's go. So I did 2%. I did it. Welcome in, Philip. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Wow, this is crazy. It's a 2-time weekend. Congratulations to Lisa. Susan Goulet is here. Boom. And a Ted Cottle? Yes, you do. I believe you do. Dark Lord Minute. So congratulations. So congratulations to Dark Lord Minute. I did get a little behind in stuff. Not my seeds. My seeds are pretty much on, but I didn't get last week's stuff out. So that stuff should be getting there. It's getting there, guys. So I just let you know. Okay, Ted? So I'll look that up and see what we could do. Okay. So I'm looking for, yep, there he is, Dark Lord Minute. Congratulations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. Dark Lord Minute. He's a Cedar Hawk. That's right, Susan. You're becoming one too. Operation Capsaicin. Congratulations. I don't think he is here. That was so close to somebody being here. So let's go. Every single weekend, guys, I put these names in new. Heritage Farms. Milk and Honey, Heritage Farms. So congratulations, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Let's do one more of these. Got to be in the chat to win. There's Jesse and Lisa. Well, Lisa. Thank you, Joe. This is an amazing night. Congratulations to Purple Tea Bear. Okay, so now we're going to go Christmas ornament. So this is the Christmas ornament. Merry Christmas 2023. So here's your Christmas ornament. There's Purple Tea Bear. Congratulations. Who's going to be the winner of the Merry Christmas 2023 ornament? Mary's Fiber Creations. So congratulations, Mary's Fiber Creations. Now we got the Christmas tree. David Gray. So congratulations, David Gray. Got to be in the chat to win. Okay, Farmer's Almanac. Doris Artman is here. Awesome. There's Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Congratulations. Awesome. So David Gray was our last winner. David Gray won a tree ornament. Congratulations. I need to know if Mary's Fiber Creations is here. Yep, she is here. So congratulations, Mary's Fiber Creations. Farmer's Almanac. Who's going to win a Farmer's Almanac? David Gray is here. Yes, we got it. We got David Gray. Box It Outdoors is not me. Uncle Al. Oh, Recyclable Homestead, thank you so much for doing that again. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it was gifted to Becoming a Green Stalker. You are now a member. Congratulations. So, Uncle Al, you won the Farmer's Almanac. So, congratulations, Uncle Al. Okay, Purple Yarn. Purple Yarn. You get 3 of these. Becoming Green Stalker said thank you. That's awesome. Mary's Fiber Creations, you won an ornament, a 2023 Christmas ornament. Uncle Al! Uncle Al. Okay, so Juliana won the almanac. So Juby, you won the almanac, which is awesome. And passed the book to Juby. So 1 second. Oh, Juby, the yarn. Oh, now I'm called confused because my thing went all over the place. I believe I said that blue yarn. So, past the bunkie. So 1 second. We're all confused now. I'm all confused. Uncle Al, big winner. Make sure, guys, there's only 3 emojis. We're very strict with that. Only use 3 emojis, okay? Uncle Al said pass the bunkie. Hold on. Hold on. Now I'm all over the place. Okay, so the book is going to Jujubi. So we got that from Lulu's Treasure Trove. And now the yarn that Uncle Al won. Uncle Al, it said the blue yarn goes to Bunky. Do I have that correct? Oh, the Christmas ornament to Bunky. Uncle Al, you didn't win the Christmas ornament. The Christmas ornaments was by Mary's Fiber Creations and David Gray. That's who won the Christmas ornaments. Yeah, see, so yeah, there you go. Jujubi just said that. So the two ornaments was won by Mary's Fiber Creations and David Gray, and they've been both claimed. Uncle Al, you said you won. Well, you won twice today, and the book is going to Jujubi, and then you said pass the Bunky. What I'm getting is the Bunky gets the yarn. Oh, and it was the purple yarn, not the blue yarn. So Bunky got the purple yarn. Okay, I think we got it all done. We got it good. Now we're going to give the blue yarn away then. So Bunky won the purple yarn. There we go. Correct. Okay. Here we go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the help. I need my read. Where's my read? Yarn. Deidre. Congratulations to Deidre. So she's usually in the chat. So congratulations. Peace, love, and crochet. Should crochet with Deidre. You won blue yarn. But you got to be in the chat to win. Man, my mouse is even playing with me today. So guys, thank you guys so much for staying with us. We're going to end a little earlier tonight than we usually do. It's going to be a busy week for me, that's for sure. And sorry about the echo. We couldn't. It was not on our end. And Mary got a new computer, and it's just the way. It's today. It's just the way it worked out, and we'll try to make it good for you, and we're going to make it good for her too, because that's what we're here for—to make it good for each other. Right? We don't want a bad experience, and that's kind of a bad experience. And I can't even imagine. And Deidre's here, so congratulations to Deidre. So we did finish out with a lot of winners tonight, so that is good. And last week's gifts it's going to be a little slow getting out, but we're going to get them out. And yeah, check out Gardner Scott tomorrow with me and Courtney. Let me see if there's any other questions. Glad Family Adventures. Let me see who was, I didn't say today, because Courtney and I talked about this. We wanted to say hi to every single person in the chat. And when you do interviews, you want to get right to the chat. So it makes a combination. You know what? We're going to make a post about that, Doris. Because you know what? Oh my God. Terry. Terry bought some stitch markers for me. And she wanted to give it in today's live, which is awesome. So Terry bought these stitch markers, and I forgot. We got to go to the wheel one more time. So Lisa LadybirD Loves bought me. Well, she didn't buy me. She didn't buy me or whatever. She made these for me. And we kind of had a partnership there. And if it went well, we'll sell more of these stitch markers. So I got to give these stitch markers out in the chat because Terry bought them, which is so awesome, to give away to you guys. And I forgot, oh, man, I've been so involved with the echo and everything. If Terry was here, I apologize. And if Terry is here, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're going to get this one and that one. So you get the sunflower and the shovel. And we get the bumblebee. So we're selling the set of 4 for $12. So if anybody wants to buy these, let me know. And water, isn't that pretty cool? styling here, styling. And thank you for all the prayers about my son. We're kind of lost right now. Our minds are kind of like going in circles because we thought our son was in perfect health, and you go to the cardiologist and hear those reports. It's scary. It's very scary. So thank you for all the love and prayers. I appreciate it. Oh, there's Terry. Oh, Lisa LadybirD is watching. Oh my God. I'll tell her I can't sell anything. I'm terrible at selling these. So thank you so much, Terry. I really appreciate you doing this for us. Buying these and giving these out. So, and thank you guys for the prayers about my son. We're going to be going through. Hopefully, it's nothing. It just something was really off and the machines were bad. So, and it's good seeing Cecilia here too. We haven't seen her in a while. Her package got lost. Well, not lost. I sent it by, and I'm sorry guys if anything happens and I'm sending stuff. I truly will get it to you. I'm not one of those guys who's going to hold up anything. Thank you guys. I'm sure she is sleeping. Drop her link. Oh, I got to drop her a link. That's it. Hold on. I'll get to Lisa's channel in a second. And where you can buy the stitch markers, because that's what it's about. Where could you buy the stitch markers at? It's a rusty Etsy store. Yeah, my mind's in a fog a little bit these days because his whole disease and everything else involved is nobody knows. So you're just always trying to fix the problem. And now you have this pop up and just another situation we got to chop through. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that from everybody. Okay, let me, man, this is terrible here. Okay, before I give those out, let me show you Lisa's link. Hold on one second, guys. I had actually, before Mary was in our chat 20 minutes earlier. We're trying to go through problems with the sound. And when I had everything lined up nice and early tonight, and what happened was we had problems. And, well, I had to delete everything that was there. So let me show you where you guys could buy. Oh, going back to Cecilia before I go show this. I sent her stuff out through pirate shipping. Right? So they send it out. And it really gets me mad that it didn't get to her because she's been screwed over 2 times already. And again, it's issues. Well, how could I say? And I'm so sorry that this package never got to you. And something ever happens to anybody here, just let me know, and sooner or later it will get to you. And I'm learning a little bit with that. My mom is light blue. And yeah, and talk about my mom too. My mom has stage 4 lung cancer. So I'm dealing with my son and my mom. And so that's, yeah. So a lot of crazy stuff going on. And thank you for Courtney coming on today. I appreciate you coming on last minute. Okay, so let me show you where you guys could buy Lisa's stuff. So this is her Etsy store. And it's really cool stuff here, guys, at very cheap. I mean, $5.74, $2.55, $3.19. I mean, these are really, they're done really, really well. And if you guys get stuff, write a review too. I appreciate that. Lisa's helping me out tremendously with my channel. But yeah, pretty cool. And look, there's only one left, a mystery box of yarn. So make sure you guys should go check out Lisa LadybirD Loves. And that's with the capital D. And she has the only name with that D at the end like that, which is pretty cool. Anyway, guys, hold on a second. Have your mom use it helps open up the airways and helps with the lungs. Okay. Got to make sure I save that. Thank you so much, Raven Cat. Um, yeah, and my sister's wedding's in 2 weeks. So we got with my son, my mom, my sister, my son. I don't know. I'm just trying to keep on moving ahead. And yeah, my sister's wedding's 2 weeks. And so my mom had to get a wig and all that kind of stuff. Just a lot of emotional stuff going on. All right. So thank you guys for showing Lisa's link. There it is. So go check it out. Go check out her Etsy store. And if you guys want to buy these from me, $12. So that's a pretty good total, pretty cheap total for these. Oh, we gotta do the wheel. We gotta do the wheel. What am I doing? See, my mind's all over the place, and I got so much to prepare for it too. Okay, where's the wheel? There's the wheel. Okay, so good luck. This is for the stitch markers. Thank you, Carrie, so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. Juby, who's it going to land on? I thought I was going to call your name. Super Scout. So congratulations, winning the stitch marker, Super Scout. Let us know, Super Scout, are you here? Super Scout, are you in the chat? If you don't want stitch markers and want seeds, let me know. If you want them, let me know. Where are you, Super Scout? Are you here? Are you here? Super Scout, okay, you are here. Do you want the stitch markers? Let us know in the chat. Do you want the stitch markers? And I tell you what, where I'm located, it's starting to get really cold in here. I'm starting to get the shivvies. So looking for Super Scout seeds, please. So we're giving out the stitch markers. So Super Scout, we're sending you seeds. I'm not sure seeds right now, but we'll send you some seeds. So congratulations to Super Scout. Let's get to the wheel. One more try. If not, we'll just give them out next week, and I'll do another LadybirD Loves review next week. Okay, there we go. Here's the wheel. Next week's awesome live too, guys. You guys are going to love next week's live. It's an epic. Most of these interviews get like 500,000 views. So I hope you guys can really share it out because it really helps you. Okay, here we go. Life in Yarn Tangled is Cindy here. Oh, that's awesome. I hope Cindy was in the chat before. Okay, let me get that removed. So congratulations to Life in Yarn Tangled. That's Cindy. Oh my God. Yeah, she's awesome. She's here. That is so happy. That's a great way to end the night. I love Cindy. She's an amazing woman. Wow. Boom. You can just tell my face expression. I'm so freaking happy with that. I guess he's going to the right person. And wow, that was awesome. So yeah, guys, please do not miss next week, and please share it out on my Garden State Gardener channel. I mean, the the interview we're doing usually gets around 500 million views with this doctor. So, and we'll have a video probably out next week all about him as probably the registration video, make it easier. So, awesome sauce. Love you guys. I take care. You guys, everybody have a rest of a good night. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, Gardner Scott tomorrow. Check out Gardner Scott tomorrow with Courtney and I on. And hopefully you guys subscribe to Grow Big TV. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.